Hey guys. All right, let's get into our grammar lesson for today. All right, so for this week we're going to be working on possessive nouns. And these are the last kind of nouns that we're going to talk about, okay? I know that we've already learned a lot about nouns and you guys have done really good and learned so many things about nouns. But possessive nouns will be the last thing that we need to learn about nouns. So let's figure out, what does possessive mean? So possessive means that you own something, that it's yours. Like if you possess something, that's yours. Like you probably possess your bed, it's yours. You possess clothes, they're your clothes. Your mom possesses children, they're her children. So possessed just means that you own something. It's yours. So there are different ways to show possession in our writing. And one is with possessive nouns. So I hope you're ready to learn today because we are going to learn how to use these possessive nouns and what they are. So possessive nouns. Since a noun is a person, a place, or a thing, we know that. And possessive means that you own it. So a possessive noun would be a person, a place, or a thing that owns something, like I was talking about before. Like if we look at this picture down here, this fish owns its bowl. That's its bowl. So we could say the fish's bowl. Or the cat, you know, it has a tail. That's its tail. It owns that tail. So we could say the cat's tail. These are just some nouns, and they possess things or they own things. So that's all possessive nouns are. Alright, so there's one very important thing about possessive nouns. They must contain a small floating object called an apostrophe. You see the apostrophe right here? Good. And I'm going to draw an apostrophe a little bit bigger just so you can see what it looks like. An apostrophe looks like a period kind of, except it kind of has a tail, like a curvy tail. That's an apostrophe. And they do float up here in the air. See how it's up here? We also had something that looked like that called a comma when we put commas in things. So commas and apostrophes look like the same thing, except apostrophes are up in the air and commas would be down on the ground. But this is the apostrophe. And if you look like at this picture, the kitten has a ball that is green. It says the kitten's ball is green. So we can show that the kitten owns the ball. We could say it's the kitten's ball. The kitten owns that green ball. That's a possessive noun, when you possess something or you own it. So what I've got here, I found some old pictures from some of my classes that I've had. This is a picture of a couple of girls when we went on a field trip once. And this little girl right here, her name is Mary. And I was looking at Mary and I see that Mary has a hoodie. She owns that hoodie. See, she's wearing it. She owns it. So if I was going to make that a possessive noun, I'd have to show that Mary owns her hoodie. And to show that, I could say, you know, Mary has a hoodie. Or I could write it like this, Mary's hoodie. And this would be a possessive noun, Mary's, because Mary is a person, place, or thing, and Mary owns the hoodie. That's what makes it a possessive noun. So Mary's hoodie. And if you see, we've got an apostrophe, and they put an S with it. Mary's hoodie. And that shows that Mary owns her hoodie. You probably use possessive nouns all the time, don't you? Yeah, so there's Mary's hoodie. Alright, actually, I'm going to look back at that picture again. I noticed the tractor back here in the background. And the farmer, we were at a farm on this field trip. The farmer owns that tractor. So how would you say that the farmer owns the tractor? Yeah, we would say the farmer's tractor, and we'd have to put an apostrophe and an S on farmer to show that he owns that tractor, the farmer's tractor. Good. Alright, so there's a picture of the most beautiful woman in the world, right? Yeah, okay. Anyway, it's a picture of me. And I notice in this picture that I have a mask on in this picture, like we all are getting used to wearing. And if I wanted to show that I own this mask, that Mrs. Jessie owns this mask, how would I write that? I could, I could say Mrs. Jessie owns a mask. Or I could say Mrs. Jessie's mask. Yeah, see how I made Mrs. Jessie a possessive noun. I put an apostrophe and an S to show that I own this mask, Mrs. Jessie's mask. Do you see anything else that I own in this picture? Oh, I noticed my keys that are on this necklace here that I've got around my neck, this lanyard, I guess is what it is. This lanyard around my neck has my keys on it, and I own that, so we could also say Mrs. Jessie's lanyard, and I still have to put the apostrophe and the S to show that I own it. So Miss Jessie's lanyard. Yeah. All right. Oh, here's another old picture from that field trip. This little girl's name is Jill, and this was her mom. So Jill, of course, owns her mom. I mean, that is her mom. So how would I show that Jill owns her mom? Yeah, I'd have to say Jill's mom. And I put that apostrophe and the S to show that Jill owns her mom. That's her mom, Jill's mom. Good job. All right, oh, there's another picture of me. This time, I've got a pack of nerds here, some Halloween candy. How would I show that I own those nerds, that they are my nerds? Because that means you own something when it's yours. How would I write that? I could, say Miss Jessie has nerds, but if I want to do it a little bit easier, yeah, Mrs. Jessie's nerds. I just put an apostrophe and an S to show that I own something. Yeah. All right, so what did we learn today about possessive nouns? Good. We learned that they show ownership. They show that something is yours or that person's, whoever it's talking about. They own it. It is theirs. And we learned that what do we have to do to a possessive noun to make it be possessive? Yes, you have to put that apostrophe and an S on it. Very good. So here's your assignment today. It's nothing too hard. But your assignment is, I want you to send me a picture of you and something that you own. Okay, just like those pictures I did of me and my mask and me and my nerds. Send me a picture of you, like a selfie of you, with something that you own, okay? And we're going to do those tomorrow, so we'll be looking at those. The whole class is going to look at these. And we'll be talking about possessive nouns tomorrow. So we'll be talking about what you own and how to show that you own it with possessive nouns, okay? All right, so that is your assignment. All you have to do is send me a selfie with something that you own, okay? All right, I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll talk more about possessive nouns. Bye, guys.